to be a doctor out there somewhere that would be able to heal me of this disease. And she was willing to be spent as a result of it. She's willing to spend every single thing that she had, only to come to the place of end when there was no more money, to come to the realization that there is no doctor that is going to be able to heal me of this disease. I can imagine the frustration, the promises, I'm sure, of physicians. I can do it. Only to take advantage of her. I can imagine the disappointment of being able to come to the place where you have no more resources. 12 years you sought out healing, and you still have the disease. The frustration, the disappointment, the failing of promises. That is often the case, is it not? When our faith is in humanity. That is often the case when we trust in humanity to be the answer to the problems of my life. My sister-in-law is now returning from Africa. My sister Lillian was a single mother, wanted to be a missionary in Africa, but was rejected by most of the boards because at the time they wouldn't accept you if you were a single mother. But she didn't lose that desire to go to Africa, and however, she went for a different cause, and she became a businesswoman and got a master's degree and traveling all over Africa, helping the Africans in entrepreneur efforts, establishing businesses and so forth. Well, she'll be coming back to the States in a few weeks. We're all very proud of her and what she's done and all that she's doing there. But she also is a reminder to us that even with all of that, at some point, humanity fails. We can't have total trust in humanity. Humanity doesn't provide us with the answers, because prior to her going to Africa, she spent 20 plus years working for social services. And one of the things she says, that with all the money that's being put in, the government is spending millions and millions and millions of dollars, but the problem keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I'll tell you why. We love our brother, and humanity is our brother. We are our brother's keepers, and we should love one another, but humanity does not provide oftentimes the answer to my condition. And there are many people today, whether it is in child services or family services, who are working in these areas and have come to the place where they are spent. I mean literally spent. All the resources are gone. The resources, the pool of the reservoir is drying up. And yet there's no answer, because the problem is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Society is filled with women who have had a hope in a man, hope in children, hope in income, and only to come to the place that having spent all, the situation is still the same. But thank God for the woman's healing. Verses 44, notice, she came behind him, who Jesus, and touched the border of his garment, and immediately her issue of blood was staunch.